Whatever it takes, I know I can make it through. A Degrassi podcast with Kelsey and Holland too. I know I can make it through.
Hi, and welcome to Whatever It Takes, a podcast about Degrassi, the Next Generation. I'm Kelsey.
And I'm Holland. And today we're talking about Season 9, Episode 3, Shoot to Thrill. It still sounds so weird to say Season 9.
I know, it's crazy. Like, I love it and I hate it.
We're here, man.
We're doing it.
And Kelsey, will you please read us the Degrassi Wiki summary?
Sure. Alli starts feeling like her relationship with Johnny is going nowhere. In order to fix things, she decides to spice things up a bit. Meanwhile, Fiona finds the male students at Degrassi rather repulsive until she meets Riley, who may just have a future with Fiona. If his past doesn't hurt it, that is. I mean...
All right, sure.
Whatever. I mean, close enough, I guess.
Yeah.
Holland, can you tell us about Shoot to Thrill?
Yes. So the episode is called Shoot to Thrill, which is based on the 1980 song by AC/DC. And I guess it has to do with shooting naked photos of yourself because it's a thrill, because that's what happened in this episode.
Sure. Also, I just learned that AC/DC is Australian.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. Thank you, Wikipedia.
Thanks, Wikipedia.
But yeah, like, sure, it's an aptly named episode, I guess. I think it's actually better than Just Can't Get Enough, but, so, good job.
Hooray, Degrassi. So we start off, Alli calls Johnny DeMarco Hathead, and immediately jumps on his lap, and he looks, like, so delighted by her. He's like, oh, stop. But they're, like, but then so smiley.
She takes off his hat, and it's no. It's no.
It's
his
bad.
hat should never be taken off. I literally wrote down, Alli, don't take off the hat in my eyes. Don't do it.
He really does need, like, a constant hat. He needs to be a never nude, but like just for his head.
For his head. Or just wash his hair. I bet if he washed his hair, he could have moose locks. Like, it could be rivaling Moose's luscious locks.
Say that 5 times fast.
I'm not gonna.
Okay.
I almost did.
I know, I would have enjoyed it.
But I guess Degrassi has a film club now. And Miss H is back.
Oh no, wait,
and
speaking
running
of Moose,
the film club.
Sorry.
I don't know.
Speaking of Moose, you totally skipped over the fact that, so they're being all cute, and fucking Moose comes over and he's like being a real dick.
Oh, he's
awful
in this episode.
And then Johnny DeMarco gets all like cold and like caters to fucking peer pressure.
It's stupid.
It's real dumb.
I don't get it. Why are we like bending to the will of goddamn Moose?
Like, Bruce the Moose is garbage, except for his hair, and we all know it. Johnny DeMarco, why do you give a shit about what Bruce the Moose thinks?
You're clearly smarter than everybody you hang out with. They should be trying to cater to you. You're the smartest one. What's happening? I don't know. But yeah, so we're like, it's like everyone's signing up for clubs now. And
Miss Hatzalakos is principal again for no reason.
And running the film club.
How does that work?
I have no idea.
What happened to the Shep?
I don't know. He was on thin ice anyway.
I mean, he was on thin ice, but, like, also, he wasn't, like, interim principal. Like, they weren't sure that she was coming back. He was just the principal.
Has he been in the season yet?
Yeah, he was in the episode with Mia.
Oh, yeah, because he was? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah, I think so.
Was he in the last episode?
He might have. I think he was.
I thought it was Mr. Simpson when he was like, you're doing a good job.
Yeah, but it wasn't in the principal's office. He was saying goodbye to her, like, in the media immersion room.
Yeah, but I don't think Mia went to the principal's office last episode.
Oh, so I guess he's, like, gone for real.
So maybe he's gone.
But, like, nobody addressed it?
I have no idea. Who knows? Maybe we'll see him again. I don't know.
But, like, she's suddenly principal again for no reason.
And is, like... Yeah.
I mean, I'm
happy she's back, but it's just not explained at all. It's like, I guess she's back now because Peter needs a parent around. What happened to her mom?
I don't know. I hope she's
Did
okay.
she get better? I hope so.
I'm really hoping that she just got better.
Maybe she brought her with her.
See, she should have done that in the first place.
Right? Peter should not have been on his own.
No.
Clearly. Anyway, we're like in the gym and everyone's signing up for clubs. And I think Alli and Claire want to join the film club, but like Sav and Anya take the last spots, and then Casey gives Claire a gross cheek kiss, and Alli is all jealous of the PDA because Johnny is not about that.
But, like, sometimes he is. He's very hot and cold with the PDA. He always says no PDA, but then he does it all smiley and, like, happy that she's there. Until
but, like,
Bruce,
not when his friends are around.
Well, yeah, because his friends are trash.
I don't get it, dude. Don't you think he would, like, wouldn't you want to have PDA because you're like, oh, hey, I have a girl. Look at me. I'm a big shot. I don't know.
I clearly don't know how boys work.
He's also, like, still so hung up on how old she is. And maybe that's part of it, but I feel like Bruce and company would be all gross about it and think he was cool for dating a freshman or something. I don't know.
I don't know how boys work.
I don't know either, man.
And Claire's
pregnant pause.
We're all right. We just had to
be
ruminate.
fair, I was sipping some wine
and I was thinking hard.
Anyway, but then Claire says something nice, but I don't remember what it is.
See, I wrote that Claire said something harsh, and then I wrote hobbies in parentheses.
Oh, I said, Claire is such a good friend.
Oh no, that was when she said, I don't think he's nice to you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So so she says something necessary.
She says something absolutely correct.
She's like, I don't think he's very nice to you, and I just want to make sure that you're okay, or like something like
Claire's
that.
a good fucking friend.
Because Alli is like, you just don't like Johnny, and Claire's like, that's because I don't think he's nice to you, and you deserve better. And then Allie's like, you just don't know him like I do, which is just like the biggest goddamn cliche, stupidest reasoning ever.
But like,
for anything
also,
ever.
We've all dated that guy. We've all dated the guy that all of your friends are like, why are you doing this? He's a terrible person. No, just me? Just me? Is that just my deal? But also, like, he is actually different when they're together, which is also kind of the bad boy dream.
That's true.
You know? Like, one who's, like, only nice to you.
But that's fucking stupid.
Well, yeah, no, it's very high school. Like, as an adult human woman, I'm like, no, hard pass.
It's like,
be nice to me.
It's very manipulative to
be
be like, well, I'm not nice to everyone. I'm nice to you. Like, you should feel so lucky that I'm nice to you.
Well, yeah, that's also why high school girls like that, because it's like, oh, I'm special.
You're not like other girls.
Ugh. Internalized misogyny.
Yeah.
It's fine. We're doing great.
But then the goddamn theme song comes on, and I hate the Stooges theme song so much. I hate it. I think I've decided that I like it less than last season's.
I don't think I do. I think it's maybe just a lateral move.
Yeah, I know we've discussed it being a lateral move last episode, but I think I like it slightly less than last season's. I don't know. That's just me so far.
And then we're back, and we're with Fiona, who, can we talk about fashion?
Yeah.
Because she is wearing
the craziest tights.
Plus
under
a
white
vest,
shorts.
Under white shorts, plus a vest, plus a flowy shirt.
With like polka dot sleeves.
It's
a weird look.
It is the craziest choice.
I don't get it.
I don't know.
Johnny DeMarco needs to never take his hat off, and he does it multiple times in this episode, and I'm not okay.
Fiona also wears a beret at one point because
with a huge flower on it.
With a huge flower. She loves a beret, and I am not on board for this fucking beret situation.
I don't like it.
Sav calls Johnny DeMarco greasy, which I really enjoyed.
I thought, yeah, well, I'm sure we'll get to it, but I was like, I relate to you so much in this moment, Sav.
Oh, Fiona makes one fashion choice that is nice and not crazy, and she wears a beanie that I was like, oh, you are ahead of the curve, girl. Do you. Live your life.
I did not take a lot of fashion notes. Yeah, I took 0 fashion notes.
Oh, I have one more. Alli is wearing the worst shoes when she's taking her sexy photos. And then she wears them to school, like running down the hallway in these terrible, like, spectacularly pink high heels. Like,
they look very plastic and very cheaply made.
They're real bad.
Like, she got them at, I don't even know where. Like
Forever 21.
Forever 21, yeah.
It is not good. She also wears bad earrings.
She does that a lot.
Oh, and Miss Hatsalakos, she has another new haircut, and it, like, just, or maybe they're styling it differently, but she looks like a Charlie's Angel. Just straight up. She's got, like, the Farrah Fawcett, like, feathered hair situation.
Yeah.
And those are all the fashion notes I have.
Yeah, I did not have a lot. So Fiona like walks into the classroom and is it Moose or is it like nameless friend who says, "New girl, can I see your tan lines?" Yeah, it's a different person because I wrote, "Who are you?" after.
Also, like, what kind of line is "Can I see your tan lines"? It's not like they're like, it would maybe make sense if they were coming back from summer break, but they're coming back from winter break. What fucking tan lines? What is he talking about? That is not a line.
And then he and Moose just continue to leer at her.
She is very popular.
And then I think Declan comes in and she's like, "Public school boys are so shameless." And he's like, "You never date anybody." And she's like, "What about, what's his face? Or Sebastian in France or something." And I was like, of course she had a boyfriend in France.
And he basically is like, yeah, you only, he's like, he was basically a pen pal and you only dated him so you could tell people that you were dating someone.
Yeah. So we're kind of getting what Fiona's deal is right now.
Which is that she's saving herself for her brother? I don't know.
I don't know. She just uses boys as bodyguards, which is also just annoying that is something that happens and that works because it's like, oh, you're with a man, so you're his property, so I can't touch you. Okay.
Anecdote time. Okay. Because this is like, I mean, every woman knows that like this is a real thing.
Yeah.
Like, you can say no all you want and until you're like, but there's a different man in my life, they'll be like, "Oh, sorry, bro." And
or
like,
even
bail.
when you're walking down the street and you're with another guy, no one's gonna catcall you if that happens.
But like true, like, okay, anecdote time. So when I was like 16 maybe, I was at a pool hall with some friends and I had like friends who were like inappropriately older than me. Like, it's kind of gross in retrospect. And one of their friends who was even older than they were, like almost 30, maybe actually 30, maybe 30 plus, was like hitting on me in this pool hall, like teaching me how to play pool, that whole fucking move. It's really gross. Ew. And I was like, "No thanks, hard pass, bye." And then he was texting my friend like our entire car ride home. Like, he wasn't with us, but he was texting my friend who was like in the car with me, being like, "I want to hook up with that girl. Like, can you give me her information?" And he kept telling her, "Dude, she's not interested. Dude, she's not interested. Dude, you will go to jail if you try to hook up with this girl because she's underage and you are an adult man." And I think his words were something like, whatever, like 16 only gives you 15 or something.
Oh my
like
God.
Years in prison.
Only 15.
I don't know. But
he said something gross like that.
He said something gross along those lines. I don't remember specifically because it was 10 goddamn years ago, but I do remember this entire thing very like specifically. So like this all happened and he like would not fucking drop it. And I was like, and I told my friend, I was like, "He really creeps me out. Like, I do not want this person to like know anything about my life. Like, tell him to go away." And he was like, "I'm trying, but like even the fact that you are disgustingly younger than him is not effective." And I was like, "Tell him I have a boyfriend." And he's like, "Also, dude, she's taken." And he was like, "Oh, my bad, bro." And never talk to me again. I hate it. The fact that like the idea of prison isn't going to stop them, but like I'm dating another man is like, "Oh, my bad, bro."
It's so stupid.
I didn't know. Yeah, go fuck yourself, you fucking asshole.
Anyway, so then we are with Alli.
The photo club.
Oh, right.
My God.
So Claire and Alli joined the photo club. Guess who's running it? Fucking Shantae.
For no reason. Why is Shantae president of the photo club?
Because she's semi-paparazzi? I don't know.
She kind of is paparazzi.
That's kind of that's where I found the logic in that.
I guess. Sure.
And then I think Alli is like, does she go and find Johnny DeMarco?
Well,
and
she tells Claire that she's going to show her the real Johnny DeMarco because they have like a portrait project. And she like finds Johnny DeMarco and she's like, "Can you help me? I'm reading 1984 and I don't understand it." And he's like, "I love 1984." And I'm like, "Of course you love 1984.
She said, "I need help with English. 1984 is deep." And I was like, Johnny DeMarco loves Orwell.
He would love Orwell.
And then cut to we're like in her room and he's like trying to explain it to her, and she's like, yeah, I know, Big Brother's watching, I understand everything. And he's like, "You don't need help." And she's like, "Nope." He's like, "You're crafty." And then his hat gets taken off again and they get cuddly and gross and I don't like it.
Yeah. And then she's like, why don't you talk about books with your friends? And he's like, because I can do that with you. And like, all right, so my thing with this whole Alli and Johnny DeMarco thing is that I do love